Well, hello there, Tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and I know you guys love watching me suffer, so in today's video, I figured I should play in arguably one of the worst tier 7s in the entire game in terms of heavy tanks, the Tankenstein. Now, this tank has been out for ages, and that's pretty apparent by how ugly this thing is, because it doesn't have PBR. I don't know when Wargaming is going to give it PBR, but until that day, this is really, really ugly. I don't like the textures or anything about it. So, anyways, in today's video, I will be suffering and playing 3 live games in this tank after I go through the tank's stats. Starting off with the gun, and this thing does have 2 guns. Both are really mid. I really don't recommend you guys use the first gun because there's really no point. If you're going to use the Tankenstein, use the higher alpha gun. And there is an interesting feature with this gun. I don't really understand this. You can't hurt the crew. So you can't really damage the crew in this tank. Doesn't really matter. That mechanic doesn't really help this tank in any way. Anyways, let's break into the gun stats. So it deals 460 damage on its standard shells, 530 on the premium, and 600 on the HE. So you'll notice that the premium AP, yes, this tank has standard and premium AP, the premium does more damage, so it's kind of like an ISU 130, where if you load your gold shells, you'll have less penetration, but you'll deal more damage. The tank has 6 degrees of gun depression, which is, I mean, not awful, but it's not really great for a tank this big. And its overall penetration is pretty mid. 212 on the standard shells, 185 on the premium, and 70 on the HE is, again, really mid for a tier 7 heavy. You're going to have a pretty hard time penning a lot of opponents frontally, especially tier 8s. Now, in terms of the aim time and dispersion, it's kind of bad. Like, I mean, really bad. 4.9 seconds of aim time while I'm using V-stabs is god-awful. Like, it's so bad. The accuracy of this tank is one of the main killers of this thing. And its dispersion of 0.407, yeah, good luck hitting a lot of your shots. You're going to be missing a ton in this thing. And guess what? It doesn't have any DPM either. Doesn't matter which gun you use, either or you're going to have like negative DPM. 1500 DPM is actually terrible. I know this thing has high alpha damage, but it really needs a bit more DPM in my opinion. In terms of its mobility, well, because this thing is a pretty big heavy tank, it's very, very slow. So it only goes 35 forward and yeah, 12 reverse. Guys, it's actually awful on the mobility, and its power to weight is only 11.4. So you're not really going to be moving around the map all too quickly. So yeah, let's talk about its armor though. The armor profile on this tank, you'd think it would be good because it has the turret of a KV-4 and the hull of a Tiger P. So you'd be thinking, well, it has a tier 8 turret, right? So that must mean it has lots of turret armor. Yeah, that's wrong. This tank has, like, no turret armor and no hull armor. The Tiger P is not exactly known for its hull armor, but it's actually a little bit stronger than this tank's hull. And the turret is a lot weaker than the KV-4. It has the same design, but they obviously nerfed it because it is a tier lower. Honestly, I don't think they should have nerfed it. I think they should have kept it with the KV-4 turret from the tier 8 itself, not nerfed the armor profile on it, because you can pen it in the hatch, you can pen it right on either side of the gun mantlet, you can pen it in this middle bar here on the hull and the lower plate, and it's just awful. And you have these little corner pieces that get penned easily if you angle it slightly. So yeah, you are basically making each and every battle you play in a 6v7 for your team. This is how bad this tank is. Like, look at how fast I'm going. Oh yes, 21 forward right now. It's actually horrible. We're up against tier 6s, and I'm expecting we should do okay damage this game, simply because these are my first couple of games in this tank on this account, so these players probably won't be all too good, but you never know. This tank is so bad, we could actually still, like, suck and lose. So we'll see what happens. We're on Vineyards, so in a tank like this, I might as well just go mid. I'm so slow that going either heavy side or medium side is just going to cause me to be kind of out of the fight too much. So I might as well just go mid and see where this enemy team goes. We do actually get a nice shot into the KV-1S. So the good thing about this tank, again, is the high alpha damage with its premium. But in my personal opinion, it doesn't make up for the other awful things. Like, this tank, again, it's so slow, no armor, horrible gun accuracy, not very flexible because it doesn't have much gun depression, and oh my gosh, that guy just got nuked. So, wow. I don't know what to say. But anyways, here we have the Chiri off to our side, and I'm just going to hold this position right now. I don't want to move up anymore because all our team's kind of getting nuked for free. So, interesting stuff right here. I'm not really sure what to say about this. Let's see. Can I get a shell? I mean, I had to snap that. The aim time of almost 5 seconds means, yeah, you're going to honestly have to snap a lot of your shells, which makes this thing obviously even more inaccurate because of how long your aim time is. Most people can just back up into cover by the time you've fully aimed in. It's pretty awful. So, yeah, I hope Wargaming buffs this thing in the future, because it has potential to be a really fun tier 7. But as of right now, this thing is just god-awful. Like, I absolutely hate playing this tank. And, I mean, we're hitting some extremely lucky shots right now. Apparently, I just need to call this tank horrible, and then the gun will work for me. So, yeah. That's kind of the case with a lot of tanks. But anyways, we're going to make our way up towards this T-3485. This guy's not a great player, so obviously he's going to bounce me. And the only chance of you bouncing shells is pretty much from tier 6 vehicles. And this guy's a tier 6 medium, so that's probably why we even bounced a shell to begin with here. I don't know what this guy's doing, but hello. Interesting stuff. Well, we did pick up a kill on that guy, so there we go. We're at 2100 damage somehow. I guess the only reason why we're at 2100 damage is because this enemy team sucks. So there we go. Let's pick up the kill on this guy. I don't really care about wasting my DPM because I don't have any to begin with. So there we go. Let's finish off that guy, like I said, and we'll make our way towards the SP1C here. And in about 4 seconds, I'm going to hit him with a juicer HE. Let's see here, and oh yeah, 700, almost 800. Oh my god, bro actually didn't repair his fire, or I don't even know. Fire extinguished himself. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to get the final kill here. Can we make it 4 kills? Probably not. I feel like our Skoda, yeah, he's going to kill him. Oh, well. I mean, we did find that game, surprisingly. I don't know what to really say. This tank, just because I had a good game in it, does not mean this tank is good. Trust me on that. Like, really, this tank is not good. If you see this thing in, like, an auction or in a Halloween event, just avoid it, man. You literally have tanks like the Annihilator, the Smasher, like, basically every other tier 6 heavy is going to be better than this thing. Again, like I said, you're basically you're just basically making your team a 6v7, like I said. Anyways, game number 2. Let's get right into it. We're on mines. And oh boy, we love mines in a tank that's huge and that only has 6 degrees of gun depression. Can't wait to do absolutely nothing on the ridge in mid, because I do have to go there, since that is where the majority of my team probably will be. So let's slowly make our way towards mid here and see what we can do. I'm wondering if their team, yeah, they're going to take top there. Of course they are. They have a Bulldog. I wonder if Bro is going to make an over-aggressive poke, and maybe I can nuke him. I don't know. But anyways, I will move up towards the mid here, and we'll see if I can, like, hit any of these mediums. That Hellcat is kind of oblivious right now, so I might be able to get an HE into him. Let's see here, and snap it right into his side there. Honestly, I could have just loaded a premium shell and dealt the same amount of damage. That was pretty sad in terms of my HE alpha, but oh well. I don't really know what this dude even is. Like, what's an outcast? I've literally never seen that before. For any of you who don't know, I don't play much tier 7 and below, so yeah, a lot of these tanks are just kind of new to me. But I mean, we get a 560 roll right into that STRV, so I guess we're doing okay so far. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here, but yeah, let's see. Can I get another shell, finishing him off this time? Let's see, and bye-bye. Okay, cool stuff. We're somehow getting bounces, but I guess it's from, like, tier 6 light tanks, so not much to say about that. The AC is in front of us, and like I said, there's some, like, low alpha tank behind everything, like in the far back there. Oh, hello, it's you. Oh my god. Wow. The chances of that hitting were extremely low, but apparently Wargaming is gifting me with insane RNG because I'm calling the Tankenstein bad. There's really no other reason for my shots hitting like this. But anyways, let's... oh my god, the traverse is awful. It's gonna ram this guy. Somehow we actually still rammed him. You know what? Actually killed him with that ram. That's hilarious. Is this guy gonna peek me? Oh my god, we bounced that. That was unfortunate. Oh well. He's gonna die anyways. He's a Hellcat in front of him. So, yeah, not too worried about that. And the SP-1C is also gonna die because he's just YOLOing towards the Hellcat. Oh yeah, look at this guy. This guy's also tunneling him. Everyone wants the kill on the Hellcat. And oh boy, yeah, I'm not getting to this AMX before he dies. Simply because I'm going 12. Yeah, you can see that right there. My mobility is even worse because I'm in the water right now. So that's fantastic, isn't it? And, I mean, this is a pretty easy win. Again, these teams are not going to be very good. So, yeah. Maybe, maybe what I'll do is if I don't get a tier 8 game next round, I might just skip ahead to when I've played, like, 10 games in this tank. Or when I get a tier 8 game, because I kind of want to showcase how bad this tank is against tier 8s. Like, I feel like it's not... It doesn't really do this video justice if I'm just getting up against tier 6s, because obviously a tank with high alpha is going to do well against tier 6s. Like, this game, we didn't do as much as the first game, but, I mean, we were on mines. Like, obviously we weren't going to do well. So, we still did top on the team, though. Hopefully we get into a tier 8 game. Please, Wargaming, put me in a tier 8 game right now. Or else I'm going to skip and edit to when I get into a tier 8 game, because this is kind of ridiculous. Fighting tier 6s, again, not doing the tank justice for how bad it is. Obviously, I'm going to do well. And, oh boy. Well, guys, I'm going to skip until I find a tier 8 game, and I will see you guys then. Oh yes, finally, we are in a tier 8 battle. It only took 12 games to find one. Yes, so we are, of course, bottom tier, which is... normally not exciting for me, but this is what I was hoping for, because now I can showcase what this tank is not capable of against tier 8 players. So, what I'm going to do is, this tank is so slow, I might as well just go mid, and there's really no point in me driving all the way to medium side, unless their whole team ends up there, but I highly doubt they are going to. So, oh my gosh, we have so many TDs and people just going up this hill right now. It's a whole lemming train of players. AMX, please don't sit in this spot, bro. I need to get up here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what our Caliban's doing up here, but he's, you know, mentioning that he has a 20-second reload. That's cool, Caliban. I really appreciate that info. That really is going to help our gameplay here. Anyways, do have a 53 TP against us. Defender Mark 1, K2. Wow, these are some really deadly tier 8s. I'm not expecting to do much in this game, and, I mean, we'll see if we can even get the win here, but... Let's see what we can do. We're going to go mid, like I said. I just don't have the mobility to go anywhere else. Let's see. Ooh, the 53 TP. Is he showing me his rear? He was for a split second. I don't know if he's going to back up. Oh my god, he did. Oh my god, their 53 TP just got absolutely nuked. I had a really painful session in this tank trying to get it to 12 games. It was a very, very painful experience. Even though the last 2 games I did actually do... Oh my god, he just got blind shotted. Insane. Even though the last 2 games I did okay in, that doesn't... They don't take that as this tank isn't bad. It's a bad tank. Like, just trust me on that. Do not pick this tank up if you don't have it. You are not missing out on anything by not having it in your garage. So, do have the Scent on our team who's going to back up because obviously they have a K2 over there. And I don't really want to deal with this guy either. I might have to load my standard shells because they have more pen to pen the lower plate of this guy. Now... If he moves towards our spawn... I'm just trying to think of what I want to do, because the rest of their team still hasn't really been spotted. Like, there's their E10. Okay. So that guy's in mid, kind of. K2's getting nuked by absolutely everything. I mean, their team's kind of just falling apart. Even though this is a tier 8 game... Oh, hello. Their team's not really doing well. I'm just going to be honest. Like, this is probably going to be a win for us. I really just need to not get bled out much more from these meds here, but we'll see. I'm kind of hoping this type pokes me again. Is he going to poke? That would be lovely if he did. I want to get a free shell, and I really don't have the mobility to go and fight these guys. Oh. Come on, aim, aim, aim. Ooh, how'd that bounce? How'd that bounce? Thank you, Wargaming. Guess I'm getting some bad RNG finally. First 2 games in this video, I got decent RNG, and now I bounced the grayest turret in all of Tier 7. So that's interesting. Let's see if I can get a shell into this Canonin, though. Ooh, come on. Or maybe the Type. I'm going to go for the Type. I think this guy's going to YOLO. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In the air shot. Tracks him. Makes it so the AMX AC can Oh, or not shoot him. Okay. I guess bro's just gonna let him get around. Interesting play from that guy. Let's see. Is this type going to run away from me in time? Let's see. And no, he's not. I'm going to get an HE right into his side there for 591, killing him off. Our Caliban's probably going to lose to this Defender Mark 1, I'm not going to lie. And you know what? I was expecting this to be a win, simply because their team kind of fell apart first. But, yeah, it's not going to be a win at the end of the day. Interesting. Let's see if I can get a shell maybe into the Kanonen here. I don't know why he backed up like that, but unfortunately it was a low roll. I still did get the shot into him because, again, I don't know why he backed up, but oh well. Let's see here. I guess I'll just try and get out as much damage as I can because there's no shot I'm clutching this game in a Tankenstein. Like, that's just not happening. Especially they have a full health E10. Oh my god. There is no shot. There's no shot I'm winning this game. Hold on. What's this K2 doing? Well, I'm going to get an HE clear into the K2 there. I'm the only one left, so I'm probably going to get YOLO'd by an E10 pretty soon. And that's not good news for me at all. Their Kanonen is a one-shot, though. Like, if I can pick up this clear on him soon, then maybe I can win this game. But I don't think I can, because, again, the E10's, like, full HP. So, like, what am I going to do against that player? He's just in a better tank in general. So, let's see here. Is this Kanonen going to poke this corner? He is, but I can't really get a shot into him. That's the issue. Oh, boy. And he can see my fat old hatch. Oh, well. And I'm probably dead to this E10 here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, I got another shell out. I mean, I did 2,700 damage. The Tankenstein, I mean, it did okay. Their enemy team didn't really play very well, which is why I got out a decent amount of damage. But yeah, I mean, you can see you're not able to carry in this thing. It just doesn't have mobility. It doesn't have armor. And its gun is really inaccurate. And the tank is just so big. Like, all of those downsides combined make this tank really bad. And I don't think Wargaming has ever buffed this thing in the existence of it in the game. Like, I would like to see this thing get buffed and maybe become a decent heavy, but as of right now, it's pretty trash, as you can see. Anyways, don't recommend you pick up this tank, but what I do recommend is you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's a fantastic way to support content like this and stay up to date when I post videos almost daily, hopefully every day now. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.